And I'm technically black. So that means that my life matters.
What's going on? You alright, babe? Hey, you know that guy I met? What guy? Babe, forget it, they're all the same. Oh, babe, what was he like? You know them type. Come in, bottle of drinks. What? They say no moves. You know what? They ain't ready.
What type of guys these girls need, huh?
I think they need some guys like us right now.
Sweet but steez, a girlfriend's dreams. I've got the next still ting for touch them sleeve.
Right. 2 months ago, it was the NHS that got protected, and every Thursday. And of course, they had rollouts. Restaurants and everything was like, support the NHS, support frontline workers, you know, get discount in this and get discount in that. But now, it's changed. Because, of course, Black Lives Matter. And I'm technically black. So that means that my life matters.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
So which means that I am in constant fear because I live in Northern Ireland and I'm surrounded by white people. And that means that at any moment, someone can kill me because of my skin colour. And my life matters. So does that mean I get discount and free shit? Like if I go to Asda and it's like, hey, I'm black and Black Lives Matter, alright? Not the NHS, Black Lives Matter. Yeah.
No! God, please, no! No!
Yeah.
No!
Black Lives Matter, everyone.
Another one.
So if you have a takeaway and I call you, I can say I'm black and that means I can get a discount, okay? Because that's how this, you know, that's how we solve racism, right? Racism started because black people were treated indifferently. And therefore now, yeah, it makes complete sense. Trying to figure out how to say it in my head. Got it. Racism was formed because black people are treated indifferently to white people.
Stop it. Get some help.
Okay? So therefore, in order to solve it, black people today want to be treated indifferently to white people because of their skin color. It was white people treated black people differently, but now it's black people who want to be treated differently because of their skin color. Black Lives Matter?
Seriously, what the fuck are you doing?
What people don't realise is that, you know, in the UK, Black Lives Matter just as much as in the USA. We get the same similar brutality from the police to stop and search, and it just isn't fair. And this is why I've made this video. The guy who is from Ireland, who says that he's almost black, he doesn't really know himself. And, you know, as you can see from my photos, all my friends are of mixed cultures and, you know, I love them dearly. We don't look at colour. All we do is look at each other and make sure that we're doing the right thing and that we are loyal to each other. And my problem with this guy from Ireland, he literally is not being brought up right. He's not around black people. I think he thinks he's white, and I'm not trying to offend anybody. Please don't take any offence. I'm just saying what I feel. Now, I hope you not enjoyed this video, but got an understanding from this video. And yeah, leave me a comment and let me know how you feel. Let's keep it nice and tidy and be kind. Okay, thanks. Don't forget to subscribe.
First of all, clearly lots of anger and lots of empathy for what's going on in the United States, but also here in London, a lot of frustration at issues here. What are you taking away from the protests?
Well, I can see that young people are very angry and very frustrated. I mean, the George Floyd video, for example, I was very upset by that and disgusted by his treatment and felt it was an awful way to die, and that my heart goes out to his family and friends that he had to die so publicly in that way. But in London, we've got some serious issues. We've got the current COVID-19 issue to contend with, where young people are feeling locked in as well as locked down, and they're not able to go about their normal business, nor is anybody else. So that's a frustration. You've got the cuts to the youth services, which used to ensure that young people were engaged in constructive activities. And you've got the frustrations, as you've outlined already, about stop and search, and people feeling, and it's a perception that they feel targeted by the police. And it's really down to the police to engage with these young people in a positive, constructive way and actually change that perception.
On stop and search, when you hear a young man, as we just did at the top of the programme, say he's now afraid of the police, when you hear those exhausted, frightened mothers, do you think stop and search as a tool is worth the price?
Well, you've also got to think, why is it being carried out? And at the end of the day, black lives do matter, and the stop and search is part of the early 80s, when I was a frontline cop, I would stop and search young men, and I wouldn't discriminate as to what colour they were, but I would take knives off them. The knives are actually bigger now, and they're uglier, and they do far more damage, and you're almost certain to die. So I think it's important that the police perform that function. They should be protecting people, and particularly protecting young black lives.
But black and other minority groups are disproportionately stopped and searched. That's only going to build up resentment and therefore further break down relations with the police.
Well, I still think there needs to be a constant accountability, and some of that accountability comes from body-worn video, so that everybody can see how those encounters, when those stop and search take place, how they're actually carried out, and whether they're carried out fairly or proportionately. And it's down to the individual officer to justify why he's stopping that individual. And the officers have got to act within the law. So there needs to be a new accountability, and certainly body-worn video actually helps with that, because we can all see how the officer behaved and conducted that search. And thank goodness for camera phones. We wouldn't have seen the George Floyd footage without camera phones, and the accountability that brings as well.
OK, Michael Fuller, thank you very much for joining us. We do appreciate it.
Thank you.